Ops. It's very tempting to stream Wing Commanders 1 and 2 just so we can see Hobbs again. The funny tiger man with the cock booties. But, I actually have to play through them to make sure that the missions aren't bullshit. So, where we last left off, I looked at the VOD just to be sure, but if I recall right, where we last left off, we blew up the IRS plane. So now we never have to attack this ever again. And we have 19 million in the bank. Let's head home then.
$5 million extra to wax the director? Yeah!
Poetic justice, I'd say. What about the audit? Is it back on?
I had Vinny the Shyster look the contract over. The anti-audit agreement is airtight. We did our job for the IRS, they were satisfied and cut us loose. The next contract we took was entirely our affair. They haven't got a legal leg to stand on.
Or a director, for that matter. Later, Virgil.
By the way, the IRS is, because the US collapsed, the IRS is literally the ruling government of America. Because why not? Hi Gwen. It's been like a week. How's it going?
We may have helped the IRS capture Rhode Island, but at least we gave those bastards a black eye they'll remember. The way to a bureaucracy's heart is through its director. I only hope his death sets them back in a major way. So here's to the late director of the IRS. May he rot in peace.
Hey, we saw that. Also, yes, the IRS, as in that IRS. The Internal Revenue Service. Oh, Rito's not here. So who do we want to talk to next? There's Muhammad and Beto. He's a curse for a little bit for some reason. Let's see if I can do a poll on this. Does that work in here? Oh, it does not work in here. I have to do it through the browser. Yeah, we're picking our next employer. I was gonna set a poll. this work in the browser? No. How come I can't do it? Oh, this worked before. Oh, I can only do it if I'm an affiliate or a partner, that's why. Oh well. Okay, I guess we're going with Mohammed then.
In the name of Allah the Compassionate, I have a mission for you.
In the name of Virgil the Complainer, I'm listening.
As you may be aware, the British sometimes are stubborn, especially when it comes to abandoning territorial holdings. A British division stationed in a very old German castle is refusing to vacate the region, despite all diplomacy employed. They claim that agreements signed at Potsdam in 1945 are still valid. The German government has grown weary of negotiation and wishes for you to remove the problem.
I don't get it. Why doesn't the German government take them out?
They wish to avoid an international incident. The mission pays $6,500,000. Will you take it? A wise decision. I shall contact Virgil. Allah be with you.
By the way, it's possible to repeatedly refuse clients, and they just leave. And you can skip entire mission sets that way, but if you do that, you don't make money. We're back. So, where did it cut off? I tried. Did it cut off just as I started talking to Virgil? Or if it cut off earlier than that, I'll have to reload it. I'll have to reload a save. Okay, then. That's fine. Let's talk to Virgil. Because I noticed the disconnect around that point.
Driving the British out of Germany? That's all you could get?
Seemed like a worthy mission to me.
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so. From what I hear, they haven't got much of an air presence. But their ground defenses around the castle are pretty nasty. Just watch out for them and you should do fine. Good luck.
Yeah, that's all we could get. Work is getting hard to come by. Let's head to Germany. Let's talk to Tex.
What is it with these limeys, Commander? Ain't they heard World War II is over?
Who cares? This ought to be an easy enough mission, Tex.
Don't you believe it, Pard. Let me tell you a little something. Those tornadoes may maneuver like cows, but they'll leave you in the dust in a straight run. If you get one in your sights, don't give the sucker a chance to step on the gas. Besides, those Brits aren't little backwater rebels. They train 3 years before they ever go active, and they don't like to lose, especially to mercs like us.
There's a far-off future of 2011, and they still don't have EF-2000s. They only have tornadoes. Let's go with that.
Folks, British tornadoes are prowling the area, and it will be hard to get anything done with them breathing down our necks. So we're going to get a chance to see just how good we are against some of the best pilots around.
We'll take Billy for this.
You'll be on my wing, and we'll sweep the area along a designated route for the British Air Force. These boys are good, so watch yourselves. Good luck.
But if I recall right, the Tornado is not much better than an F4 Phantom. Or maybe it's slightly better than one, but it's no Typhoon. There's a reason they switched to Typhoons. Yeah, there's a real shit. It looks cool, however. And so we just had to blow up a lot of tornadoes. We just
Here we go, folks. It's prime time. You got it.
You gotta be taking these after fighting so many Su-27s and F-15s. Finally fight something a little different.
Controls out. I'm going in.
Unfortunately, they all have the same stock death voices. No, yeah, I was thinking the same. I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't know if I wanted to say anything. There is only like one instance I know much of 30 days. Yeah, you know about that. I've read somewhere that when they were making this game, Chris Roberts wanted Mel Gibson to play the main character. I was like, Mel Gibson, really? It's not even a live action game. Like Cat Wing Rider 3 and 4 were. He takes 2 missile hits. 3 missile hits. But yeah, there is only one instance in this, I think, in this entire game where I've ever heard a Russian accent.
Here we go, folks. It's prime time.
Caution, caution.
And of course,
Caution, caution.
that was almost a head-on collision.
Sitting ducks. Here we go, folks. It's prime time.
Caution, caution. Caution, caution.
It's not. I may have to restart.
Pull up, pull up. Warning, warning.
return to base.
Let's see if I can actually return to base.
Caution,
There's
caution.
more enemies. But you know what? I can actually abort the mission at this point. The one is saying mission accomplished. I'll get a penalty for doing it, but you know what? Let's just do it. But no one to talk to today. Oh. See how much we have though. Let's see our inventory and yeah, she's just been sleeping all day. I have quite a bit of money, so you might be able to do this with more expensive munitions. And we might as well, because we're actually, I think we're getting close to the end of this part of the game. How much is a glide bomb by itself? 100? It's cheaper to get in a bundle. Yeah, look at her. Oh, she's been awake this whole time. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. We should.
Alright, the British command has gotten word of our presence, and they're pulling back mobile AA weapons to defend their base. We're going to head them off at the pass. To delay them, we'll be taking out a bridge on their way to the castle. This will cut off the British from reinforcement and leave their only escape routes along German-controlled roads. That way, we can be sure that they leave quietly once we take out their headquarters.
Well, this mission... Let's take one, I guess.
You'll be on my way. We'll take GBU-15s for the heavy work. Check your maps for target location. Any questions? Then we strike in 30. Dismissed.
I know they put rockets here, but it makes the mission a lot easier if you use Mavericks. Oh no, I don't have enough. Let's see if I can work with this. I don't want to have to keep buying nine every time they run out. Well, I have an entire pool of 9 shitty ass 9Js. Oops, she just doesn't want to pull herself out of bed. I guess not gonna work. We have to deal with the tornadoes.
Caution.
You got incoming, Commander! Bogey on your tail!
That could have gone better. To get around this issue. So we're sort of heading for 090, which is west, going west. And we would just fly until we're just south of the target. Look at how fast I'm going. Not even afterburner. The F-16's abilities in this game are overrated. Like, it handles way better than it actually should.
Time to go to town.
So first we're gonna deal with AAA.
That's a Roger.
As much AAA as I can take there. He's not shooting. destroyer of these, is that target over there. I think there are two of them.
Mission accomplished. Return to base.
Nope, there's only one. Let's pick off the rest of the AAA, I guess. I went in a circle. Protagonist power. It was Julie. It just doesn't want to
Target
shoot.
destroyed.
That was an awful shot. But anyway, I don't have any more. So. I'm gonna have two, because I want to.
Enemy
shoot those
sighted.
tornadoes.
Caution, caution.
Yeah, there's no way that could be a tornado with that kind of maneuverability.
Nice one, boss.
There's one. There's more.
Caution, caution. Caution, caution.
Let's look at the kill board. 126 air-to-air kills and 85 ground kills.
So do you think it's safe to say we succeeded this last mission?
Given the state of the highway system around the castle, I believe kicked ass is a more accurate assessment.
I stand corrected. We've pinned them on all sides, except for the road out of Germany. If they're smart, they'll use it once the bombing starts.
We still have quite a bit of money. Our overhead is 1.5 million. Oh. I got cash to burn. How many rockets we have? Good enough. I have cash to burn. Let's buy some more Mavericks. As I remember the HII on this mission is a pain in the ass.
I've spoken with our employers. We'll be flying only the first part of this mission, which consists of sanitizing the area before the bombers arrive. After we mop up their defenses, a group of German mercs in A-10s will bomb the castle.
Oh, great. We do the dirty work, and they have all the fun.
Yeah, but we get paid either way, and given we save on ordnance, this works out nicely. At least Virgil will be happy.
Well, God knows that's what I live for.
Well, just like we used to win last time. This is mostly an air-to-ground mission, but it can't hurt to have someone who can do air-to-air. So, let's pick Miguel.
You'll be on my wing. When we're finished, I want the area clear of ground fire and bogies. Dismissed.
As well. You know, they said we'll be providing support for German A-10s. Because Germany employs A-10s. Even though I've never heard of anyone other than the US employing A-10s. Yeah, only the US employs A-10s as far as I know. Yeah, quite a different world. In fact, Germany should be using the same kind of planes as England. So they would also, if the British are only using tornadoes, the Germans should also be using tornadoes. I know they come in the ADV and IDS models and IDS. It was IDS, right? Yeah, IDS. They never actually specified what model of tornado you were fighting in Spring Commander, but it's safe to assume they're ADVs. But for the ground attack mode, they have a ground version. They have the IDS model. Yeah, I still know my plane stuff. Or if this was more accurate, they would actually both sides would be using EF-2000s. Sure, 2011.
I have bandits on my screen. Roger on that.
Someone took a hit.
Satisfactory. Controls out! I'm going in!
Wow. He just flew in a straight line for that time, NJ.
I have bandits on my screen.
If I recall right, Germany also used to have the MiG-29G. At least East Germany did. But when they merged, when West and East Germany merged, yeah. And then when they merged, it's just the German Air Force as a whole got their hands on them.
Caution, caution. Caution, caution. Caution, caution.
It's not making any audio feedback, but I'm actually dropping flares every time I do that. But I don't have, I only have like 30 of them permission. You see them sometimes drop flares. Ow.
Caution,
You got my
caution.
tail. I can show you what ejecting looks like at least. And then we're gonna retry this mission.
bandits on my screen. Roger on that.
Caution, caution. Caution, caution.
They're really aggressive this time around. That's just here we go.
Caution, caution.
Controls out! Ejecting!
Just gotta make sure that the screen didn't disconnect again. Miguel, what are you doing? Do this whole fight by myself. As we get this out to fire off. Was that the last video? Yeah, it was.
I have bandits on my screen.
Caution, caution.
I see why this is a thing. Yes, there's like 4 of them.
Controls out! I'm going in! One target eliminated.
Caution, caution.
She's not responding! Ejecting now!
Yeah, they sometimes eject if they think they've lost the plane. This. I think he's the last one. He almost flew right into me. Target. I think that's Miguel. Yeah, it's Miguel. We're still not target yet. Here's our target, I think. Yeah, it was a castle. It was definitely a castle.
Target eliminated.
You're still AAA and not in a lot of Mavericks.
Wildcat 1, we are on our way. Keep us covered.
Here come the German A-10s with actual German accents. Also, I'd be surprised if those A-10s couldn't withstand this AAA. I don't see anything else.
One crater as per orders.
Mission accomplished. Return to base.
AAA is a bit more than small. Oh, this is actually a good angle for that position. AAA is a bit more than small, but I remember the story about the A-10 in Iraq that took a massive amount of it, AAA. Yeah, Colonel Kim Campbell she was flying in southern Iraq. I remember the story. And then he took a bunch of heavy AAA while flying an A-10 and managed to come back home anyway. That's the story that I remember from I was growing up at that time. I was still in school when that happened. Anyway, we're done with this mission set. We just have to go home. Let's head back to the base. It was a she. A female pilot. Oh, it's talking again.
Congratulations, Commander. Without your precision in eliminating the British defenses, Germany's A-10s could never have reduced that castle to rubble. The British forces have abandoned their position. In fact, I understand that British diplomats are even now signing a treaty, relinquishing any rights to German holdings. You did excellent work.
They're gonna have the British have their own IRS.
So, you fulfilled the contract without wasting ordnance on the castle.
I knew you'd be pleased. Everyone else was spitting nails.
It was a good call, Commander. To hell with those whiners.
Those whiners? Coming from an expert like you, that's a compliment.
I don't whine. I criticize constructively. There's a difference.
Yeah, the difference between a migraine and hemorrhoids.
You should go through life unappreciated. No one knows how I suffer. Anyway, you did a good job, Commander. Now get out, you ungrateful bum.
He is an accountant. But that's his struggle. We have 19 million in the bank. Those names again. Well, Beto's the only one left to talk to. So let's talk to him.
Commander, sit down and have a muffin.
Not again. What is it with you and muffins, Beto?
They're good, they're cheap, and you can freeze them.
But... oh, never mind. What have you got for me?
Northern California needs help in its war against Southern California.
Who isn't at war these days?
Not many, I'm afraid. Since the big one hit California, San Francisco has been unable to rebuild due to smaller quakes which keep racking the area. The Northeast economy is in ruins, just like most of the buildings, no? Even worse, their economic problems leave them unable to purchase the amounts of water that they need to keep Northern California alive. Southern California is attempting to cut them off further in an attempt to gain total economic control of the region. The war is going badly for Frisco. The Saudis are launching attacks against the Bay Area. They're willing to pay $6 million for help. Interested? Good to hear. Stick up for the underdogs, and you'll always have a place at my table.
Only if you'll change the menu.
It's funny, living in California is at war with itself. California Civil War. It's a lot funnier than it sounds. You'll see why. Let's talk to Virgil.
I wish you hadn't taken this San Francisco thing. With the earthquakes and all that, their economy has collapsed. I have serious doubts about their ability to pay us.
You doubt everyone's ability to pay, Virgil. You're paranoid.
What dirty little backstabber told you that, huh? Listen, you'll be singing a different tune when you run up against the Southern Californians. Those guys are mean as hell. They'll take you apart. Then we'll see who's paranoid.
I'm really excited for this one, because it just highlights some really stupid, some really funny American stereotypes for no fucking reason. Here, let's enter the office.
Hey, Commander, did you hear about the Barracudas?
They're another F-16 squadron in Istanbul, right?
They were another F-16 squadron. Now they're out of business. The IRS decided it was time to collect their back taxes and hired the Jackals to soften them up first. Wasn't much left for the IRS to collect. Except an F-22 they found in an underground hangar.
A stealth fighter?
Yeah, it ought to go real well with the YF-23. That they keep in Washington for personal business. Messing with the IRS is just bad news, Commander. And so is messing with the Jackals.
An F-22. So there are no EF-2000s in this parallel reality, but there is an F-22.
We have stumbled into a primordial struggle, Commander. The struggle for water. A more fundamental conflict I cannot imagine. Given the pollution of groundwater tables from the earthquakes, a struggle between North and South California for water was inevitable.
It's a war neither side can afford to lose.
And therefore, expect it to get ugly, my friend.
War over water probably hits close to home for people who are pessimistic about real world politics. So let's not engage too much in that. Or is Nestle in that war over water? You know, when I was growing up, I used to buy Nesquik. I used to drink Nesquik chocolate milk. I don't anymore. And it's been a very long time since I touched Nesquik. But it used to be all over TV. And the Nesquik bunny is the first thing I think of when I think of Nestle. I think 2 hammers should be fine. That's restock sidewinders as well.
This operation will be quite different from others we've flown, so listen up. We'll be taking members of the Cali Air Force on our wings and spreading out to defend the area against LA incursions. I'll be taking my wing to defend the San Franciscan AWACS. The rest of you will receive your instructions from your wing leaders. That's all I know for now. Report to your posted units for assignments, and return here when you're finished. Any questions? All right then. Dismissed.
I don't get to choose my wingman for this mission. Instead, I have to fly with the California military. This is gonna be This is gonna be funny. That's it right there. That's my California military wingman. Let's talk to him. His call sign is Wave.
Way cool!
He's a Ninja Turtle. But our job is to defend the AWACS. We're just gonna fly there.
Bogey dude's in range, man! That's cool!
I really think the accents in this game are bad. Some of the accents in the voice actor versions of Regulators 1 and 2 are also really funny.
She's not responding! Ejecting now!
At least he got to eject. That's not fair. Escorted too? Ready? I mean, the sentry's still alive. It's still alive. As long as it's not destroyed, I guess. Let's see what happens. Part of me also made jokes about Ninja Turtles, but even as a kid growing up, I never really got to watch the Ninja Turtles cartoon. It was never on a time when I was not at school. As is the case for a lot of cartoons. What's into the office?
You know, with us being just barely in the black all this time, it's easier to feel sorry for San Francisco. It always comes down to the same thing, doesn't it? Northern Cal and Southern Cal could both survive just fine if they'd quit beating each other up and cooperate some. But they gotta play king of the hill instead. Only problem is, these kids die playing. Noticed a funny thing flying over Frisco. The skyscrapers were still standing, but their houses were in rubble. Just goes to show you, in a crisis, the money always survives. Which means I need to get me some more money.
Dystopian future 2011. Money is the only thing that talks.
I don't know if I can handle flying with the California Air Force anymore, boss. They're not bad as pilots, although we showed them that we're better the last time we were in town. But if I hear the word bogey dudes one more time on my headset, I'm going to empty my guns into some surfer butts.
Someone didn't like Ninja Turtles. Anyway, this next mission is gonna need need a bit of ordnance. And with Mavericks. my money value. 20 million, that's actually quite good. We can just splurge on expensive ordnance.
Okay, you know the drill from last time. Once again, we'll be splitting up, supplementing San Franciscan squadrons. Report to your wing leaders for assignment. From what I've heard, we'll be taking the fight to LA this round. I'll be attacking one of their forward bases. As for the rest of you, obey your squad leaders as you would me. Hope to see everyone back here in one piece tomorrow. Dismissed.
Berkshire doesn't get to complain. We have so much money. That's what I have to do. Let's see, not enough pylons to, not enough hard points to hold a variety of weapons. A bigger selection of weapons. These cost points, but I'm carrying a lot so let's see if I can skip them.
Hey man, ready to boogie?
I don't know, the graphics.
Boogie dude's in range, man.
If there's anything I learned is graphics don't mean everything.
Controls out! I'm going in!
We want to target it. Oh, it's right there. There is AAA and AAA's Maniacs. I was hoping to bring a couple of rocket launchers too, but that's not happening. Also, I'm not issuing orders to my wingman to attack the base, because he doesn't know what to do. He's flying an F-15, which is not exactly air-to-ground material.
Caution, caution. Caution, caution.
I think that was not the target. That was not the area that I wanted to. I got me. SA2 at least. Is that it for air to ground? Is that it for air clearance? Looks like it. Let's just use the last of our Mavericks and other targets done. The AAA gone, I can probably just fly as low as possible to the ground and just drop as many Durangos as I feel like. Not exactly a direct hit, but it will have to do. That music is playing, that means wave crashed. Screw him. I don't know why this is not going. It's at the back too, maybe. Maybe I need to shoot some FAQs as well. I want to map too. Okay, there's somebody here. Is that one out here? What did I do? So far out. He doesn't even know I'm here.
Mission accomplished. Return to base.
Okay, there we go. Let's go home. Finally. I forgot that this was a thing, this mission. I wonder what Miguel has to say about losing a wingman that wasn't even part of our unit. Nothing. It doesn't count against us.
Hey, Commander. I heard a nasty rumor you did all right this time out.
And I heard you gave your squadron leader problems, Parker.
Yeah, well, I don't get along with these California types. They have this holistic approach to fighting. They wait until the planets are aligned to attack. I got so damn bored with jockeying for position with those idiots, I broke off and trashed the opposition before my wing leader finished checking his horoscope. And they call me difficult?
Seems nobody in this unit likes the Ninja Turtles. F-23 million. But I'm gonna buy the most expensive crap I can find. Should also restock on Sidewinders.
Well, since the CAF has no pilots experienced in sea missions, it looks like the Wildcats are back together for this last one. It seems that the Southern forces had Northern Cal cut off, in more than one direction. This time, we're going to reopen NC shipping lanes by removing the LA fleet from duty. Most importantly, we want to make their carrier unusable.
Let's take a while. We haven't taken on this entire stream.
You'll be on my wing. We'll go feet wet in an hour. Dismissed.
You don't want the Mavericks on the outer. Yeah, let's go. Oh no, they didn't freak out. Okay. No more Ninja Turtles, we're just back to our usual meeting. Rest in peace, Wave. start by taking out. Yeah, it's good to do. It's good to fly through the retruss. Probably not there. They're really at 5,000 feet in this one. Don't around them, please.
That was incredible.
So, one of these is one of these is the carrier. And it's going to take 2 GPUs to take it out. Yeah, we'll go right there right now. That should probably go. In real life, I shouldn't have to manage
Caution.
flaps. Is that the carrier? Let's get a closer look. No, it's just a destroyer. Well, I somehow got it. No, we didn't. I forgot to lock it up before firing.
Caution, caution.
Well, I'm not wasting another maverick on that. carrier? It looks a lot like the carrier. It is. Still not stuck. It's two direct hits. I thought I could make that. I'm sorry. This is Twitch cut material for sure. Let's try it again.
Radar activity, sir. We've got bandits inbound.
It's this time I'm just gonna punch the carrier first before I just Lyle deal with the fighters. That is not the target. I think that's him up there. Little button. Or all the way for a distance.
Caution, caution. Caution, caution. Caution, caution.
I think Barney's here. Yep, that's him.
Mission accomplished. Return to base.
There you go. The reason why I wasn't working last time is probably because I wasn't
I
flying
can't do
fast
anything more
enough.
up here. Ejecting.
Caution, caution.
While I was there.
Caution, caution.
Wow, there are like 4 KTs coming up there. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna have to connect the thing to all of them. The media is running out of channels apparently, media music. I think so. Yeah, this is a game that I would love to see remastered, but I think anything that was Wing Commander, or the Wing Commander IP is probably still owned by EA, so it's probably not happening. Let's check fuel. Oh yeah, fuel. Oh, really? Did they? I would like to see what they did, what they managed to do.
Caution, caution.
That was a mess.
Caution, caution.
I wish these targets were not so spread out. It's way beyond my radar range. That guy's just a carrier. That's a destroyer. Is he, he's also hurt. Yeah, let's just go on then. I know we lost Lyle's F-16, but those 4 F-18, shooting down those 4 F-18 should make up for the bounty.
Commander, although I am glad that you arrived safely, the losses on that mission will cut into our profits. The insurance company reports are in. I will try to impress upon the others the value of our equipment, and I will try to remember it myself. Good luck, Commander.
That's it for this mission set. Let's head back home. Yeah, he always complains.
Hello, Commander. Hope you don't mind me dropping in.
Walters? Of all the nerve?
Nerve is one thing I've never been accused of lacking. Calm down, Commander. I've come to offer you work.
Talk fast, while you still have teeth.
I want you to intercept a shipment of global oil stock certificates. They'll be in a Learjet en route to Transworld Petrochem. The contractor I represent wants that jet shot down. The job pays $3 million. I'd advise you to take it. That new Turkish tax is bleeding local squadrons dry. Can you afford to refuse?
Well, Walter has always been shady, but if you refuse this mission, he'll wait in the bar until you say yes. So might as well just.
I have no choice the way things are now. But if you screw us, God have mercy on you, because I won't.
Back to Virgil.
Well, the last of the repairmen just left, Commander. The Wildcat base is fully operational once again. Congratulations! I'd break open the champagne, if we could afford it.
But we still have $1 million overhead. This is gonna be the last one for this stream. Hopefully this is not long. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. And yeah, the IRS controls the entire world. Oh, let's get ourselves some fancy ordnance.
Hey, Commander, has Lyle heard the news?
News? What news?
That we're flying this mission for Philip Walters himself.
Bear in mind, the payoff is $3 million.
But he didn't show you diddly squat, did he?
I don't trust him any more than you do, Tex. But I couldn't pass up a chance at such a payoff, especially on a local mission. Now, we'll be taking out a Learjet that's carrying important papers to TWP. Check your maps for our scheduled flight path. You should expect an experienced fighter escort around that jet. So watch yourselves.
Flash on spoilers.
You're on my wing. Dismissed.
Actually, don't take Texas whole stream.
Let's take. But he did.
Especially now. Check you. So you're on my.
Virgil. Also, I think we already mentioned the IRS has a YF-23. I think it's already been brought up in a cutscene earlier. Here somewhere. But first, let's take out the fire upstairs.
pull up, pull up.
That was close. It's probably not him. Is that what I think it is? No, it's probably just a... Yeah, it's a fighter. It's just another Su-27. Big deal. I want the base, but I don't see the Learjet yet. Is that him or is that a fighter? It's another Su-27.
Warning, warning.
Yeah, there is this glitch sometimes where you can't just
Warning,
get stuck
warning.
going straight up. If that happens, you have to stall the plane. Hey, where's that Learjet? Is that you, Mr. Learjet? Must be him. That speed.
Mayday! I'm going down! Mission accomplished. Return to base.
Let's get out of here. Enemies near. What enemies? Oh, still busy falling.
Heads up, partner. We got company.
I was hoping to avoid you guys. shot. Yeah, one AM round left. Probably have some rest on, just in case. Well, let's say, yeah, let's talk to Virgil one last time.
Great job waxing that jet, Commander. You really pounded it. In fact, I think you really upset the management of TWP. You see, I just got a phone call from them. They're sending over a strike force to retaliate for the attack. They told us because they don't think we can stop them. We should have learned something the last time we attacked a TWP plane. Now we're all gonna die.
Well, now we're just gonna leave it on this cliffhanger. That will do it for this stream. Virgil always the good news. He's very optimistic. Unfortunately, a huge strike force is heading this way, and it's a really long mission, and I'm not gonna do it today. We're gonna die on the next stream. So, I guess I'll see you guys then. Take care. Also hugs. I'll the guitar. Yeah. Later, guys.